A little while ago, I posted a video about AI and fitness. What's the take some people may have as far as fitness professionals or anybody who works out in the gym and uses AI to create a program for them. ChatGPT or Claude or even if there's like an app that they bought into that uses an AI to create a program. I got some comments on that video. One of them in particular that really annoys me. Apparently, this individual is a fitness professional. If you look at them, they're in phenomenal shape. That's fantastic. But the individual basically just goes to me, hey, just do this, and listed off some of the most idiotic things I've ever heard of in my life. Now, if you don't know me, I've been doing this for 30 years. I've been in fitness for 30 years. I have close to 100 different certifications from various companies, went to school, everything. So, I know a thing or two. I don't know everything. I know a thing or two. But if somebody tells me to avoid dairy and sugar, all sugars, including fruit, for 30 days, and then don't touch any weights and just do 40 minutes of cardio every day, breaking that up between the treadmill, the bike, the elliptical, and a rower, says, that's it, you're good to go. What? Where the hell did that come from? You did no intake. You had no idea what I was talking about. And you actually had the audacity to say you get paid lots of money to tell people this. The funny part is how do you know I have legs? Because I was sitting in a video like this. So you're telling me to go on the treadmill and the bike. How do you know I have legs? Telling me not to eat dairy or fruit. How do you know I'm not a vegetarian or a vegan? Or that I already don't eat dairy because, lactose intolerance. Like, there's so many questions to ask before you tell anybody to do anything. And this person just threw it out there, with their full chest and, was convinced they were doing the right thing. Now, here's my issue, other than the multitude of issues that I do have. But when it comes to fitness and fitness training and everything, I have seen the industry go up and down considerably. From its peak to its low end, through every, I want to say, financial crisis that we've had between the housing bubble of 08, 09, COVID, things where in-person training sessions were just not possible. Now, this all led to the formation of online training, virtual training. Now, some of us have been doing virtual training for a long time before it became the cool thing to do. Spreadsheets have always been around. So we just did it with that instead. We didn't use an app. We didn't use anything else. We wrote programs. We made phone calls before video chatting was a thing. And then that was it. Now, technology has made it so much easier for everyone to do this. So you're looking at trainers now switching to online. And the best part is some of them are not even certified. They're just, I'm a fitness coach because I lost 50 pounds. So I know how to get everyone to lose 50 pounds. DM me for coaching. What? Okay. Another one is brand new certified trainer, literally just got certified in 3 weeks, zero experience whatsoever. DM me for coaching. Online coaching available. Okay. Did you work with anybody in the gym? Like, did you work with anybody? Period. This is the new, industry that we live in. But what if we could make some changes? What if we decided to start correcting everything? And by that, I mean, a lot of these newbie trainers that come in charge $300 a month, $500 a month for a cookie cutter program that an AI will spit out. Then they just literally email it to you and say, okay, do this, check in with me next week, and then I'll send you a new one. What if we were able to do that, but before we send the program out, actually review it, like go through it and be like, okay, because the AI isn't correct all the time. They make a lot of mistakes. It's learning. It's still in its infantile stages right now. So if we used an AI or Chat GPT or, like I said, or Gemini or any of these programs that are out there, write me an exercise program for this particular person, this height, this weight, this age, wants to work out 3 days a week, full body exercises, um, weighs this amount of money, is this amount of money, weighs this amount of pounds, is this tall, all the data points we possibly can for it to come up with the most accurate programming. It'll still come up with something a little softer. Reason being is that all the AIs are designed, believe it or not, to err on the side of safety than they are of efficiency. Definitely not intensity. So when you ask like a Chat GPT to write you a program, it's going to err on the side of safety because it's a legal thing. It's taught to do that. Because if you get hurt doing it, you could actually sue the AI because it told you to do something incorrectly. So it's always going to err on the side of safety, not intensity, not efficiency. That's where having somebody review it comes in. I may look at a program that's written and just be like, okay, no, this is not going to work. It's a good base, but we're going to remove this, and this, and we're going to add these. These are a little bit more intense, and that'll be better for the client. So I think we should be looking at doing that. So you're getting the AI programming, but with expert review. Now that leads me to my other point: is how much should this cost? A lot of these new trainers that do cookie cutter programs from an app or just an AI are charging $300, $400, $500 a month, and it's a joke because a client will get it, have one or two coaching sessions and then never buy again, or they just don't re-up, and the trainer goes to get somebody else, and it's just a cycle. Now, what if we had something that was incredibly affordable? I'm talking under $100 a month. I'm talking under $80 a month. Hell, maybe even under $60 a month. Where you'll get the same thing. You'll meet virtually with the trainer. You'll fill out all your questionnaires, your forms. You'll get your assessments done. Your program will be written by an AI, and then the time will be taken to review it, adjust it, and then send it to you. And then during that month, you're paying monthly, you have unlimited access via text and email, no phone calls. That takes too much time. Um, and then you could schedule, as an add-on, a monthly in-person video conference to to actually go over everything, so you don't have to live, so you don't have to worry about waiting for an email or waiting for a text response, especially if like you're in a gym, and you're like, oh, I don't understand this exercise. You text your trainer, and the trainer goes, okay, I'm working with somebody right now. Give me like 5 minutes, and then you guys could set something up really quickly. That is the general gist of it, but I think that's where we should be going. We should be making personal training more affordable, especially if we're not in the gym, if we're not working with you one-on-one, where time is valuable, for a fitness professional. I understand that. So if you're dealing with a personal trainer who, like, take myself for instance, I charge $200 an hour to physically work with me one-on-one. Okay, not even going to say an hour. $200 a session. That session can go anywhere between 45 minutes to 2 hours, depending on how much work we can get done or what I see as we're doing it, because I like to really focus on everything. I'm very anal retentive about that. But, so it should really be more affordable for people to get into this sphere of personal training. As clients, I'm talking about, not trainers. There's too many trainers, and most of them don't know what they're doing. And when you can get a certification in 3 weeks, that's a problem. So we should be looking at creating a program that's affordable for clients, gives them access to your expertise, your safety, your knowledge, your intensity, and your care. Because I wouldn't have lasted 30 years in this business if I didn't care about the people that I work with. So, Every single client that I've ever had, I treated them like family, and including the ones online that I have. I do have them, and I charge $39 a month, not even $40 a month. Because what am I doing? Answering a couple of texts here and there. I do that all day, every day. Technology has made it easy, and I want to help as many people as I can. So if you've gotten this far, you can go to my website, www.llioi.com, and you can look up my affordable personal training section, schedule an info session. We can talk. We'll see if it's right for you. And if it is, then we'll get started. There's an upfront cost for assessments because they do take a little bit longer. And I have to take the time to go over everything with you. Then if it's good, I use programs. We get you your exercise system going. Oh, and also nutrition too. That's included. And then we literally hammer out everything. Then I send it to you. You have unlimited access to me via text and email. And then we just go. And then a month later, you get charged again. And then that's what it just keeps going. And I charge so little because there's no definitive schedule where we're going to talk. If you want to do that, there's add-ons for that. So, but again, I'm making it as affordable as possible because I would rather work with 2,000 people paying $39 a month than work with 50 people paying $400 a month. Sorry. I'd rather do the more people than the little, because it attracts a certain type of person, like that. Anyway, so yeah, affordable personal training is possible, and I think we should really go that route. And I'm going to be the first one to start that. At least I think I am. There's probably other people out there. No videos that I've seen. But if you're out there, awesome. Keep up the good work. And who knows, maybe we'll reach out. Maybe we could work together. All right? Thanks.